Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So for today's video, I think you could already guess from the thumbnail as well as the title, I'm going to be taking this gorgeous Blood Money palette. We're going to do one side of my eye being really bold and one being a super neutral, wearable daytime look. So if you want to get into that with me, then please keep watching. But before I forget, if you haven't already, please make sure you've entered to win your very own Blood Money palette along with a lot of other Jeffree Star Cosmetics goodies. I always do a mystery box filled with Jeffree Star Cosmetics whenever he has a giant launch or mystery boxes of his own, and this time I really want to take it there. The last box was frigging unbelievably amazing. I want to make this one even better, so you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure to enter. Click the link in the description box, follow all the rules to qualify. Let's jump right into this tutorial of a bold versus neutral look using one palette. Let's go. So we're going to start with the more soft side. I'm going to do that on this side here. So the first shade we're going to be going in with is Private Island here. Jeffree definitely wanted to include some neutral mattes that we could just really start in the crease, and that's exactly what he's done here. It's a perfect taupey brown, I would say. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to take that onto my Anastasia A25, and we're going to start to work that onto the crease. I'm just going to stamp that here, and then using circular motions as well as windshield wiper, I'm going to run it through the entire crease. I love taking a really colorful palette and doing a neutral look with it. I feel like a lot of people would look at this and be like, oh my god, like I can't use this, it's way too green, way too out there, but you can really finesse color and make it look soft and wearable. We're going to continue to build up that Private Island shade. And as you can see, even though it's a neutral brownie color, there's just a hint of like a khaki green to it, I would say. That's what I love when he does these palettes. I really noticed that first with Blood Sugar. Even the neutral colors in there that don't necessarily seem red always have some type of red undertone to them. I really think it makes the palette really nice and cohesive. I love that. So we're just continuing to build that color up here. Once that color is placed onto about this level, we're gonna switch to a smaller blender. This is my MAC 221. We're gonna dip into this color here. This is Persuasion. We're gonna go in super, super light with it, just on the outer corner, just so we add a little bit of depth in that outer corner. So I'm going to very lightly just tap that onto that outer corner, just like that, and slightly, just with smudgy motions, begin to blend that. Once a majority of that color is on the corner, we're going to take whatever's left on the brush. We're not going to dip back in, and we're just going to really slightly run that through the rest of the crease, just so we add the smallest amount of depth without making it look too crazy. I know how simple that was, so straightforward, but at this point we're pretty much ready for the shimmer. Now I'm not going to be cutting the crease. I don't want, again, a really intense look. We just want more of a wash of pretty color just to make you look a little bit more alive. What I'm going to do now is go in with this gorgeous shade here. I've been dying to use it. This is CEO. I'm going to take that onto my packer brush. This is my synthetic MAC 239, and this is not wet. We are just going to literally pat that on. Wow, so pretty. What I love about this shade is you can play with it. So if you wanted to keep it more subtle, you don't have to wet it. If you wanted a really intense, crazy shine, if you wet it, this color here, I'm telling you, is like molten gold. It is so stunning. I'm literally obsessed. But as you can see, just from me tapping it on, it just gives you like this little wash of beautiful gold that, in my opinion, is totally wearable for during the day. I would absolutely wear this to the office. I don't think it's like anything crazy. I don't personally work in an office, but if I did, I'm sure I would take like 12 hours in the morning to get ready. That's how simple, how pretty. It just gives you a little life to your face. I love how pretty it is, yet wearable. So now I'm gonna go back in with that MAC 221. I'm just gonna really lightly, there's nothing else on it. I haven't dipped this in anything. I'm just going to lightly kind of redefine that crease and that outside, just to make sure none of the shimmer got on there. And that's pretty much it for this eye, guys. So simple, so wearable. I'm literally obsessed. Now let's move on to the funner side, my personal favorite, the bold side. I wiped off that Anastasia brush. I'm gonna dip in. I've been dying to try this shade. I'm gonna dip in here with Mint Condition, and we're gonna start to work that into the crease on this eye. Oh, wow. Wow, that one had a lot of fallout. Let me just show you here. This one had, like, I barely dipped in. This one has a good amount of fallout. First one I've encountered with fallout in this palette, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna start to work that into the crease. And again, I'm using circular motions, swipey. Is it, where is it? Ah, there it is. So yes, we're using circular motions and swipey motions. Ooh, that's actually so pretty. You could even use this for your neutral look. If you just wanted to do a wash of this with like a black liner on, it would look so pretty. I love this color. We're just continuing to work that color on. You can feel free to bring it a little bit higher than we did this eye because we really want this one to be more bold and dramatic. We're gonna be going in and cutting the crease on this side. So you can feel free to bring your shadows a little bit higher. Okay, seriously, I love this color. I would literally wear this alone by itself. It is so pretty. Once we place that color on, we're ready to go in with our next shade. I'm gonna switch to a little bit of a smaller blender. It's not like crazy amount smaller, but it is a little smaller. This is my Wayne Goss 17. I'm gonna go in with this heavy weighted shade here. It almost looks a little bit teal vibes, teal but more towards green. So let's see how this looks on the eyelid. It is so beautiful, I'm so curious. This actually looks like the exact color of my nails, that's so funny. So we're gonna put that in the corner here. Oh, love. We're gonna do circular motions as well as windshield wiper through that crease. As you guys can see, there is barely any fallout on my face. I've done already this look, gotten deep into this one, and there's no fallout on my face. With cremated, I noticed I got a lot of fallout, as well as with orgy, there was a good amount. This palette though, it's right like the other blood palettes. I'm not getting crazy amount of fallout. I'm seriously so in love with this, guys. I know Jeffree comes out with a launch now every 3 months. If you've been holding off, this is the time to buy it, guys. This is beautiful. I love how unique it is. It's just fully green and I don't know, it just speaks to me. I really, really love this palette. I'm just continuing with this color. This is so pretty. I'm literally dead for it. It's so vibrant. Once I'm here with the shade, I'm gonna go back in with that Anastasia A25, that first blender we started with. I'm just gonna make sure that we don't have any harsh lines at the top. We still want it to look bold, but we obviously want it to look blended as well, of course. Now we're gonna deepen that outer corner. For that, I'm gonna use this Persuasion shade again. I love it. It's like a greeny coal color. I'm living for it. For that, I'm gonna be going in with a teeny tiny blender. This is my Wayne Goss 20. And I'm gonna start on this outer corner here with tap, tap, taps. Slight circulars. And then slowly put that through the entire crease. Now to help blend that out, I'm gonna go back on top with that heavy weighted shade here and just really work on that blend so everything is just seamless. All right, at this point, we're ready to cut the crease. For that, I'm gonna go in with my MAC 242. There's some Shape Tape on here. What I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of this along my lash line. I'm gonna look up, see where that imprint's there, and start carving. Once our crease is cut, we're ready to go in with our shimmer for this side. Now, I have been dying since I ever swatched this for our review video. Again, guys, if you missed that, I will link that up here for you. We did a review of the entire collection. But this shade here, I don't know if it picks up on camera. It is the most gorgeous duochrome I've ever seen. It has a green gold shift. It's absolutely stunning. I really wish Jeffree would come out with more of these kind of shades because they're just so beautiful. We're gonna take that shade onto that same MAC 242. I'm gonna load that up and then I'm just gonna stamp, stamp, stamp. Like, can you guys see this? It is so stunning. I literally cannot get over how beautiful this color is. And we're just gonna stamp that on everywhere that we cut the crease. Oh my God. I'm literally dead for this color. Like I'm dead. I'm literally having a heart attack over this color. It looks so beautiful, guys. When you see this in person, you're gonna be shook. To help meld this color into this, but it pretty much looks so beautiful and blended, I'm gonna go in with a little teeny tiny bit of that heavy weighted on my super small blender, that Wayne Goss 20. We're just gonna stamp along that line. just to make sure it's nice and blended. And then I'm also gonna deepen that outer corner just a teeny tiny bit. Again, I feel like we lost it a bit. I'm gonna go again with this Persuasion shade with that same blender, and I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit on this outer corner. That's pretty much it for the bold side. What I'm gonna do is hop off camera. On this eye, I'm gonna draw a winged line and stick on my lashes. On this eye though, I'm not gonna do a wing. I'm gonna go in with one of the brand new automatic eyeliners. This is in shade Cold Digger. I'm gonna do just a straight line across the lash line in the brown. You'll notice brown gives you a lot of a softer look, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna put the lash on this side, hop back on, and we'll do the lower lash line together. Lashes and liner are on. Again, as per always, if you're ever curious about the products I'm using on my face, if I don't mention them, everything is listed down in the description section. I literally love the way the wing made this one look more dramatic, and I love that this one just looks really simple. You could wear it out during the day and not feel like a, you know, freak show. I personally don't feel like that. I wear bold, crazy looks all the time. Not that this is crazy, but I wear bold looks with bold colors all the time, even during the day. I absolutely love it. But now let's dive into the lower lash line. So let's start with the more simple side. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna go in with that same brown liner that I used on the top here. I really love the way it performs, by the way. I did go more into depth in my review of the entire collection, but I've been loving the liners. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this guy. I'm actually gonna put it on and then just smoke it out with a pencil brush. That's a little bit more on the bold side, but not really. We're just gonna give the eye a little bit of definition, and I think it's gonna look super beautiful. In the tutorial I posted on Saturday, I used this liner. You guys were like, please use the liner. We want to see like an up close you using it, like how it actually goes on. That's what I did, but now you guys will have another chance to see. So I'm just literally going to, it literally, guys, flows so smoothly, as you can see, effortlessly. There's no tug, it's not uncomfortable, nothing. By the way, I didn't mention, a lot of you were so curious about the wearability. So I swatched these on Ian's arm. Ian still has a little bit of a stain on his arm. He's showered, we've tried to wipe it off with makeup wipes. These guys do not budge. If you're looking for a liner that you can put in your waterline comfortably without it dribbling on the ends, this is gonna be it. It's so beautiful. So we're just gonna continue to line this here. And as you can see, because it's brown, yes, we're getting some definition on the eye, but it's not so bold. I really love that about brown liners. You're still getting some definition, but it's just not as intense as black. Now I'm gonna take that pencil brush and I'm just going to kind of smudge out that liner just so it comes a little bit lower onto the lash line. I want it to be a little bit more smoked out than that, so I'm gonna dip back in with this Private Island shade here. We used it, if you'll remember, in the crease for this eye. And I'm just gonna take that on a teeny tiny blender. This is my Wayne Goss 20, and I'm just gonna very lightly smoke that out. Yeah, that's what I want. Now we're gonna finish off this eye with a little bit of mascara. And bam, this side is all done. We're having a soft moment here. We're still getting some color. We're still looking beautiful, but it's very wearable in my opinion. Now for this side, we're gonna be going in with a little bit more shadow for underneath. So we're gonna go in with this heavy weighted shade here. I'm going to take that onto a flat liner brush. This is my MAC 212. I use it in almost every tutorial. If you guys watch, you know. So I'm just going to align that along the waterline. If it goes down low, it's okay. We want this side to be bold, just play with it. I'm obsessed with this heavy weighted shade. It looks so vibrant and beautiful, wow. Then we're gonna smoke that out a little bit. I'm gonna go in with that original Mint Condition shade. If you'll remember, we use that in the crease for this eye. And I'm just going to smoke out what we just laid down a little bit. Now we're gonna go in with another one of the automatic liners. This is an Armored Truck. Ever since I swatched this, I knew I had to try it. This is such a beautiful, unique shade. I am obsessed with it. So we're just going to line that in our waterline. Oh wow. I love that little glimmer it gives to the waterline. It's absolutely beautiful. Now we're gonna hit that inner corner with this Divine Intervention shade. If you saw my first tutorial, you know how shook I was over this shade. It looks like it's a stark white in the pan, but when you put it on, it is this beautiful, beautiful lime green. It's just so vibrant and stunning. Wow, like, do you see that? I mean, look at that pop. It is just so stunning. And now the last final step for this eye, I'm gonna finish it off with some Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. That's it for the eye looks. I'm gonna quickly hop off camera, take these ears off, and come show you guys the finished looks. And these are the finished looks. I personally love the way each of these looks came out. My personal favorite, of course, is the bold side. I love the way a gold and green look together. It just works. I personally love the way it looks on my skin tone. I hope you guys like it too. And for the neutral side, I also really enjoy it. We all know we can't always wear something super bold and in your face. There are moments in time where we have to wear something a little bit more dimmed down. And I really think that this look is gorgeous. It's very easy, very approachable. It took 3 shades and we're here, and you saw for yourself how easy it is to achieve. That's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I love taking a bright palette and doing a neutral look with it. A lot of people will steer away from bright palettes because they're like, I don't even wear brights, like I can't really use this. You definitely can achieve neutral looks using color. You just have to know how to finesse the colors. But yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you did too. If you haven't already, make sure you enter to win my giant mystery box. I'm doing a blood money box theme this time. If you guys know, my giveaways are always freaking amazing. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. They literally are. So if you haven't entered already, make sure you do. Click the link in the description so that you can enter. Make sure you follow all the rules so that you can qualify to win. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you like this style of video. Please leave me some comments down below. What did you think of these looks? Which one are you gravitating towards? What colors do you want me to play with next in the palette? I'm planning on doing a ton more tutorials, so please let me know. And please, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.